TruthBeToldPod.com. We are in our 20th show, and it has been quite a morning, to say the least. Today, the team, we are struggling with topics and bringing you guys a good product, because we never want to bring you guys a bad show. We never want to do anything that the public, that the fans don't want to hear. So today we're trying to, for lack of a better word, piece together what would be a good product, because we have topics in every direction and in every form, and it's so much going on, man. It's a lot going on in the media. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm getting way ahead of myself. Let me introduce the players as I usually do. To my right, the youngest man in the room, the man with all the fire, with all the thunder, who has stories that we could only wish we could tell at this point in our lives. Mr. Vinny Fernandez.
Hello, people. How you doing?
Good to have you, Vinny. Okay. Next up, our chief, our nutritional analyst himself, the man with all the legal pills that'll do things to your body that none of us probably know nothing about. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Wolf Griffin.
Good day, everyone. Watch your diet. Continue eating clean. Drink plenty of water. Be good to yourselves.
And get that water, man. It's hot outside, man. It's been averaging 100 degrees every day. So definitely get that water in you. And lastly, the father of the group, Father Time, the man with all the knowledge, with all the know-how, that can tell you how to build a car from the axle up. Mr. Luis Fernandez.
If you only vote for Mitt Romney because you want Obama out the door, don't complain for the next 4 years when you get precisely what you're asking for.
Right in. And I love it. Like I said, we got a lot going on, man. We're going to start out with my man Wolf. He's had some interesting show ideas, and we're still gathering information for these shows, but Wolf, I want you to tell the people what you're brewing in your pot, man.
So basically, I wanted to shake the show up a little bit. I have a very creepy topic for everybody. It should relate to everybody, especially homeowners. So stick with me here. Most likely by next show, to hear a lot of creepy things. Should get your attention, definitely.
And you're gonna be creeped out. You know, if you're into ghosts and ghouls and believe in things that we cannot see, we're gonna have a lot of that for you on our next show. So everybody, y'all stay tuned, man. For all of you zombie lovers and fans of the dead and being able to speak to the spirits and all those good things, we're gonna try to put something together for y'all, man. So y'all make sure y'all check out podcast 21, because this is show 20. And if you're listening to this, that means now you have to listen to the next show. Lately, I stay out here in Gwinnett County, and I can't speak for the rest of the fellas, but, you know, I think back to my teenage days, like when I was younger. And, you know, I did a lot of time here in Georgia, but I'm originally from Michigan. There were a lot of things you could do. There was a lot of things you could get into as far as entertainment for yourself. And it didn't cost a lot of money. I mean, I can even go as far back to places like the Boys and Girls Club, the YMCA. Stuff like that is things you used to look forward to, going to amusement parks. Every summer, me and my family, we went on family vacations, we went on trips, we went to Florida, I've been to about 6 different Six Flags, going bowling, going out with your friends, going to the movies, all of these type of things that were so affordable. It seems like, you gotta work a second job just to get to, man. And my question, the way I wanna kind of start the show is, where's our personal entertainment going to? Are we now just relegated to the television and the internet? Because that's the only consistent thing with everybody I talk to. I watch reality TV, or I watch Mob Wives, or I watch 16 and Pregnant, or I was on the internet all day and I was watching Adult Swim. You know what I mean? Has our entertainment specifically gone to the internet and the television? Because outside of those two mediums, I don't hear people a lot talking about, I took my family to Lake Lanier, or we went out for a movie day,
Don't do that Lake Lanier stuff. You hear now, man. You go to Lake Lanier, you're probably gonna get hit by a boat.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Our prayers go out to Tamika Foster, and for those who don't know, Usher's ex-wife, her son was very, very badly hurt in an accident at Lake Lanier. He was tubing, and a passerby, a jet skier, came and hit him in the head. He's been brain dead for the past day and a half. They airlifted him and another girl he was with to the hospital. The girl has recovered. She has got her consciousness back. But this young man, so far, has been declared brain dead. And, that story is still developing. So our prayers go out to them. But, and then when you hear stories like that, it makes people like, oh, I'm really not going out. I'm really not taking my family anywhere.
All the people I know, they're scared of Lake Lanier. They think it's like Wolf would say, haunted.
Right. And I love to fish. I'm an outdoorsy person. The last time I've done something like that has been at least 4 or 5 years. I lived in a whole nother county on a way different side of town. I stayed in Douglasville, and there was a state park that I could go to. And the only thing I had to pay for was parking. Parking was like $3. I would stop at the local retailer and pick up some worms, and I would go fishing, man. And I would have a ball. But now at this position I'm in my life and the economy we're in, everything has to be pre-planned, man. Everything has to be thought out. You have to have a budget. You have to have gas money. You have to have money for admission. Where is it going, man? Because I haven't done anything outside of a few things with my buddies here and there going out on the nightlife. Overall, I haven't done anything, man. So where are we going? Where's the entertainment value at now? How do we get out of the house, man?
Well, I mean, if you want to get out the house, nowadays it's either the club, all right? A lot of people don't want to live that club life,
It gets old.
It gets old, yeah, you're absolutely right.
Could it be a thing to where basically everything as far as going outside to do has gotten more expensive? Like for instance, back when I first went to Disney, I think tickets per person maybe like $40.
Yeah.
Now it's literally $100 per person, including a child.
Kids, yeah.
So if you have a family, if you don't have at least $1,000 just to get into the park, you cannot go. Therefore, I would imagine a lot of people will stay inside and watch real Marlboros, real housewives.
Mickey Mouse is a pimp.
Mickey Mouse is making more money than anybody.
Well, I mean, those package deals, man. You see on commercials about $1,400 for a weekend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, my best friend up in New York, shout out to Carlos, a few years ago, did one of those Disney packages where you take the whole family and you spend time there on the grounds, and you go to Epcot and do all this stuff.
Right.
And I think he went about, I want to say 5 years ago. I think he's still paying for it. It's extremely, excruciatingly pricey, and I just can't spend $3,000 for like a weekend.
Yeah, just for a weekend. You're not even getting a full week.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm a bad person to ask because my entertainment is in my television. I spend so much money on my satellite dish that, quite frankly, I have no money left over
for that, yeah.
to go anywhere. I have no money for gas. I have enough money for gas to get back and forth to work, and that's about it. My entertainment.
And satellite is supposed to be cheaper, right?
Well, it's supposed to be. You see, and it is cheaper if you have no channels on it.
Okay, if you got the basic.
If you have the basic and they give you the 4 or 5 over-the-air channels, local channels, and you get, I don't know, Nickelodeon and ESPN and CNN, and that's about it.
Because I even know for me, man, the last big trip that I can say that I did was in 2006. It's 2012. Seriously, like I went on a cruise. I went on a Carnival cruise. I went to the Grand Caymans to Jamaica. I did a week cruise. I spent it was me and my girlfriend at the time, and I paid for everything. I spent about $3,500.
Wow.
For a week. And it was great. I mean, I had a good time. But that was 2006.
Yeah.
And
have you finished the payments yet?
Actually I have, and what saved me, honestly, was my refund check from college.
Ah, yes, refund.
That's one of the benefits of being in college, was you always got that refund check. And that was one of those years where I had lined it up to where I got a nice refund check.
Yeah.
So pretty much the refund check probably covered about 80% of the, yes sir.
Oh, so I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
But you did anyway, go ahead.
I raised my hand. Also, just to let people know, those refund checks, don't spend them.
Yeah, I mean, it's too late.
Just to future people. Don't spend them. Put them towards your
Absolutely, they'll start your education, and what they want you to do is when you get a refund check, put it back into the loan that you originally taken out. But at that point in time in my life, I don't regret it.
Hey, I'll say this, man. Just coming from a place where I had to get a refund check, I use that refund check to pay my rent. If I didn't have no rent, I would be sleeping outside.
Oh yeah.
That refund check sometimes.
Everybody's situation is different, but ultimately, if you're in the right position, and you have things
set up nicely,
lined up properly, definitely, because these loans are killing you. And Sally Mae haunts me every day, so Wolf is correct. Definitely put that money back into your loan. But at that point in my life, honestly, I needed a vacation because before then I had been nowhere.
Well, it really seems like people take vacations in the years they're in school, they go to college, and when they get into the working force, you don't see a lot of people taking the vacations unless they're big time CEOs or they're small business owners.
You only get like a week or two.
Well, like I'm saying, I think it's kind of the opposite of what it used to be. You know, it used to be when you get older, you take vacations during the summer or whatever. But now it's like when you're younger, you take your spring breaks. Like, why is it that the college students get to go to Panama City?
That's honestly what I did the most.
Mexico.
Did the most traveling. Honestly, was college and those spring breaks and stuff. But yeah, man, you gotta try to find a way to enjoy yourself, because outside of that, the last thing I did was, seriously, for me to get out the house, with 2 kids, it's a stretch. And my best friend was here last week, and he's getting married next month. So of course he came to Atlanta, and we did a bachelor party, and we had a good time. We went out to a few small places here and everything. Even that, it had to be a budget, and we went to a gentleman's club, and I sponsored a few dances, for lack of a better word. And even that, he had a good time, so I was happy for him. But the overall customer service, I was in disagreement with some of the girls. Their attitudes were horrible. You would think that these girls were doing me a favor, like they're just millionaires. Because what ruined the night for us was at the end of the night, I got, one of my buddies was eyeing a particular woman. And so, I was looking around for her, and she went and did a costume change. Yeah. So as soon as she came out, I called her, like, hey, we've been looking for you, I said, are you working? And she said, I'm always working. So I'm like, all right, good, a little enthusiasm. And pretty much she danced about half a song and took the money and left. Because the song that was playing had a breakdown. And when the breakdown dropped, she said, oh no, this is a new song. It's like, no, it's not, sweetheart, this is the same song. Keep going.
So she played you guys.
Yeah, she played it. And I'm like, God, are we hustling that much to where we can't even finish a song? Jeez. And that prompted us to leave. Yes, sir.
So you're telling me you paid her for the whole song?
And she only gave me half.
Now the average song is what, like 2 or 3 minutes?
Yeah, about 3.5. This song was a little bit longer. It probably was about 5 minutes.
And so she... Okay.
Yeah.
She danced half the song.
She danced half the song.
Swore the song.
She danced half the song, and the song is going. And in the middle of the song, you know how songs have like vamps, like breakdowns.
Sure.
It went to a breakdown, and she stood up, and she said, that's the end. And we were all sitting there like, no, we know this song. That's not the end. This is just the middle. And she was like, no. And she took the money out of my friend's hand and turned around and walked away.
Shouldn't you have given maybe half the money?
I don't know if you've ever been in a gentleman's club, my friend, but their security and their bouncers, they don't play with stuff like that.
The song wasn't over.
They don't want to hear that. In that situation, the girl's word is gold. Whatever they say is what it is.
And right. She knows that.
Right. So it was just like after that, then I had money for a couple more dances. My boys was like, let's go. That ended the night. Like I said, before that point, we had some great girls do some great things. But at that particular moment, it ruined the rest of the night. We were planning to stay longer, but both of my friends, because it was me and both of my best friends. One's getting married, and one just got a promotion. So, shout out to both of them. So in my mind, I'm treating them. I didn't even get a dance the whole night. I didn't want to. I was focused on it. But after that, it ruined the night. And it's like, you can't go anywhere and have a good time. Who knows when I'm going to get to go out like that again? That's not something I can just like, oh yeah, let's ride. Yeah. I saved up money, because I knew we were going here. I wanted to make sure everybody had dances. I don't want to be in there on a budget. So, I save up my little ducats and take my boys out and think I'm doing it.
Yep, sign of the times. Even brothels have bad customer service.
Man.
Well, I mean, everybody wants to go out, and to go out to have a good time, you need money. We're in a situation in our society where you gotta have money. If you don't have any money, you're not gonna have a good time. All right, you basically gonna be standing outside or standing around, hoping somebody's gonna start dancing or tap dancing in front of you.
So what do you do for entertainment now?
Well, I mean, I'm part of the younger crowd. You know, we like to have kickbacks.